Riker's Iron presents.
Yar! Welcome back aboard, ladies and gentlemen, for Riker's Iron's Minicrate Adventures, Volume 11, featuring Gastone Crossbones. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like this month's Minicrate from Privateer Press, Gastone Crossbones, based on Gastone Cross, is a pirate model. It is a very awesome pirate model. I love the look of this model. We're going to actually be painting him up live on Twitch like this. We're going to be modifying his hat to be our Minicrate Adventuring hat, and the model itself just looks awesome. It just looks like a great pirate model, and I'm really excited for it. So let's jump into this Minicrate and see how it stacks up. So we're going to go through our three-pronged review. Normally we do the box first, but as we mentioned before, just check out our previous videos. The box hasn't changed any since the first renditions of it, so if you want more information on, or more review on the box itself and some things it can be used for, check out our previous unboxing videos during volumes 1 to 6. So let's jump into the contents. What are we looking for in the contents on this? As normal, we're looking for, obviously, the miniature, all the parts of the miniature. We're looking for that collector's card, because I really love those collector cards. And anything else. Sometimes they put coupons, sometimes they put little nuggets in there, so little prizes, little treasures. And we'll see what's in the box. So let's crack this open. I'm just going to do it off screen as usual, so I don't show my address. And also, in case there is a coupon or something, don't have to hide it here. So let me just check. Oh, that's weird. There is a coupon in here. I am going to take it out. I'll let you know what it is, though, in a sec. There's also something extra in here. Let me see. What is this for? Surprise member gift. Minicrate members come to major perks. As per usual, thanks for being a subscriber. Please enjoy this $5 off your next VIP level Minicrate subscription. Nice. Go to minicrate.com to redeem your coupon. Pretty sweet. $5 off. I guess when we renew our subscription, we'll get $5 off. That's perfect. There's also some other weird stuff in here, so let's take a peek. I got a football Privateer Press helmet thing. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. I know that they did some themed ones a while back. I'm not really a big fan of football, but but that's kind of cool. That's a cool little nugget. We actually have Gastone, which surprisingly is all metal. I was expecting him to be resin, actually. So we'll have to pay close attention to the details on that one, because oftentimes the metal models don't have the clear details. But look at that card. Look at that mighty thing. Look at it. It's almost like our hat here. Just kind of do this. I'll cover up the top. There it is. But we're gonna enlarge that hat. We're gonna make it mighty like ours. Because I want him to represent us on the stream-powered pirate ship that we're building. Yeah, so really awesome art on the card. Love the colors on this. Let's see what he has. He be both the skull and the crossbones. Yar. Minicrate number 11. Gastone Crossbones. So, what do I think about the contents of the box? There's a lot in here. There was quite a bit in here, so I'm definitely going to give it a perfect rating. While I have no interest in whatever this is, it's a cool little surprise, and I'm sure that everybody out there is getting their own weird little pins, and it's just a cool little addition to the Minicrate. The $5 off our next Minicrate subscription, which is renewing next month, I believe. It's also a good little treat, and everything's in there, so I'm definitely going to give it a perfect rating. So let's jump into the how's the miniature quality. So what we're looking for: any bad mold lines, poor mold shifts, missing details, squish details, stuff running along the faces, broken up pieces on the face, or the hands merged, things that aren't clear cut on the mini. With metal minis, that happens pretty often. So let's take a look at the pieces. I'll show you them individually, and then we'll give you our thoughts on Crossbones. So it comes in 4 pieces. So that's what you get. You get him himself, you get the 2 arms, and you get the hat. I'm happy the hat is separate because it means that we can build on top of it. We can sculpt either a new one and make it like ours here. So yeah, let's take a peek at each piece individually. So let's start with the hat here because everybody loves a good pirate hat. I know I do. Wink. So I mean, there's nothing really much to it. There's a lot of detail in it. There's a little bit of this sprue thing, but it's letting me hold it, so I'm not going to complain. Nice little crossbones there. Some cuts in the hat to make it look worn. It's really good. Really, really nice detail on that. Short stabby hand. Take a little spin. Doesn't seem to be any bad mold lines. There is one that runs down the usual shaft area and along the front of the fingers, but it's very light, so it's not really a big deal. Fingers are all distinguishable. It looks great. There's no issues with that. Nice sharp pointy blade. Very nice. The side with the awesome skull and crossbones. Love that so much. Very, very cool. Let's take a little spin. Again, there's a mold line that runs right down there. It's a little bit heftier than the other one, but not as bad. It does run along the fingers, though, which worries me. But it shouldn't be too bad with a little bit of filing. Shouldn't lose too much there. Fingers are distinguishable from the blade hilt, which is nice. Sometimes they get merged together and you end up having to kind of sculpt paint details on there. It's very nice, very clean, very I was worried that something like this, especially in metal, would be bent and maybe even possibly broken off, but it turns out it's not. And finally, Gastone himself with his little turbine backpack on, his Warcaster style armor. He looks great. I'm looking right now for any sort of issues with detail or shiftings. Typically metal models very rarely have any shifting in their molds. It's usually the resin ones for some reason. But these guys often have loss in detail or merged details. And everything looks pretty clean. There is a little bit of merging here along the belt line, but that's easily just paint fixed. Or even just a hobby knife cut. All the little cuts and worn stuff on his leather jacket looks really, really nice. His face, let's look at his face now. The details on the face are actually pretty good. You don't always see that kind of detail. It even has creases on his forehead for like him doing this. It's really cool. Let's see how it fits. So it fits pretty well. Pretty snug in there too. Let's try the other side. Oh yeah, very awesome model. Look at that together. Like that just is a nice. That's going to be such a fun display piece. That's very, very cool. So what do I think of the Gastone Crossbones model, the miniature quality? The miniature quality is there. I was a little shocked to find that it was only metal. We've gotten a good mix of resin stuff recently. I know the VIP model was entirely metal, but that was all one piece. This was broken up in pieces, so I was expecting kind of like the Pharaoh Brigand that we had last month, with the body being resin and maybe the arms being metal. With that said, it's not a big deal or a big loss. The detail's all pretty clean on the miniature. There's no really bad mold lines or going over anywhere. There's no loss in detail. So with that said, I do wish that it was maybe resin, especially for a display piece or a piece like this. But overall, really, really great. So I'm going to give it a great score. So what are my final thoughts and comments on Gastone Crossbones? The content was awesome in the crate itself. I was really shocked and surprised to find a little pin in there. I don't really know what that pin is. I'd have to look it up. I know they did a series of football-related pins in the past. I'm not sure which one mine pertains to. If you guys out there have your own pins and got your own pins, let me know in the comments which one you got, and maybe a link to your Instagram or wherever you share your images. Let me know which one you got. I really like the discount for the next mini crate. The $5 off is definitely helpful for me. It is Canadian, $5 off. American is like $100 off for us. So it's really going to help out to get our next mini crate subscription for our future mini crate adventures. The miniature itself, great mini. It's clean detailed. It's awesome pose. In terms of uniqueness, I wouldn't really put it out there as something very unique, but it is a cool spin on the character, and it's also just a great costume that he has, a great pose. He's got a really menacing look on his face. It's a really good model. In terms of detail, it doesn't feel as detailed as the resin models that we have gotten in the past, but I think that's just the metal casting in general. But it is a really cool model, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. So where would I rank this model in terms of our Minicrate Adventures? I'm not going. I don't think any of our ranking is going to change. Gastone Cross, I think, would probably put out there with Mrs. Walls, probably in the 4th spot. So they would probably battle it out on the ship for captain and first mate role. It is an awesome model. It just doesn't hit that creative spark for me. It doesn't hit that that spice I'm looking for when with an alternate sculpt or an alternate piece for an already established character, especially one that's I know there's not a lot of room of what you could do with the character. It's not like you could turn him into, you know, a Kraken or something like that. But you know, for what it is a great model. It just doesn't hit that uniqueness spark for me. So thank you for coming aboard for our Minicrate Adventure Volume 11. You can catch the second part of our Minicrate Adventures on Twitch, where we paint these mini crates on Mondays. So start Mondays, 7 p.m. We paint up our mini crates and talk shop about War Machine hordes and all that jazz. So if you wanna catch us there, you can catch us at twitch.tv/RikersIron.